topics and opinions expressed on the following show are solely those of the hosts and their guests and not those of W4WN Radio, its employees, or affiliates. We make no recommendations or endorsements for radio show programs, services, or products mentioned on air or on our web. No liability, explicit or implied, shall be extended to W4WN Radio, its employees, or affiliates. Any questions or comments should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for choosing W4WN Radio.
Welcome to my radio and TV show, Debbie Changes Lives. I'm Debbie, your certified holistic health coach. I revitalize people's lives by helping them identify the root causes of their health and mindset issues and create a custom natural holistic strategy to address them in the areas of mind, body, and soul. As a health coach, I'm not allowed to say that I heal, treat, cure, prevent, or diagnose any diseases. I can certainly make your body more efficient by reducing symptoms. You'll feel better, be more productive, and enjoy life more. Not many people have released 70 pounds, had a health and mindset transformation, and kept fit and trim for over a decade. I have, and I have staying power, and it's been over 12 years. I even became a half marathon runner at the age of 51 when I never ran from childhood to adulthood due to foot pain. And I've done 9 half marathons so far. Mindset is the key to lasting change. As a certified holistic health coach, I revitalize people's lives in many different areas of health and mindset. I guide you to clean, toxic-free foods and high-quality essential nutrients. My coaching is for optimizing your health wherever is needed, releasing weight efficiently when needed, and enhancing your mindset. With my clients, I help them recognize that their thoughts, feelings, and emotions drive their actions and results, sometimes good, sometimes bad. That's why it's crucial to have a positive mindset in life. It's also imperative to manage and release those low vibrational emotions like fear, frustration, and doubt, because all that's going to do is slow you down and get you stuck physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Like a hot air balloon with ballasts, I help my clients release those emotional ballasts and baggage so they can uplift to a better, happier, healthier life. In turn, they are releasing their stress, they're getting healthier, and they're reshaping their core beliefs. You'll see and feel the differences with my coaching programs. Ask me about them. Set up a complimentary consultation at Debi Changes Lives. That's DebiChangesLives as in Victory ES.com/Linktree LINKTREE, or use that QR code, and I'll guide you to that better, happier, healthier life with custom, natural, holistic solutions unique to you in the areas of mind, body, and soul. And today, I'm honored to have back Dr. 𝗟𝗂 Dennison, a doctor of naturopathy and a master formulator of the StaNatural product line. And she's also a wellness educator. She is a longtime advocate of natural approaches to health. Her own wellness journey began decades ago, ultimately led her to discover the StaNatural product line, herbal and nutritional products. And it's remained an important part of her life and her family's wellness journey for nearly 30 years. Dr. 𝗟𝗂 combines her personal experience with her experience and her educational and natural health to help others better understand their bodies and be more proactive about their wellness. Through individual consultations, wellness technology, nutrition, lifestyle, and natural supplementation, she encourages people to look beyond the symptoms and focus on supporting the whole body. Her passion is simple: educate, empower, and give people practical tools that they can use so they can have a more proactive role in their own health. Today, we're going to be discussing longevity and proactive family health secrets. So let's welcome back Dr. 𝗟𝗂 Dennison, a naturopathic doctor and the master formulator of the product line StaNatural, and of course the wellness educator and so much more. Dr. 𝗟𝗂, welcome back to my show.
Hello, it's nice to be back.
Yes, I always love having you here because we learn so much And we're going to be learning a little bit more about your story and what brought you to this journey. And it's going to be fabulous. So Laura, take us back to the beginning. How did you discover the StaNatural line, and what made you decide to try these products?
Well, we started, it was back in 1997, okay? And we had a very successful business. We ate out all the time. We were traveling, even smoked cigarettes. I hate to even admit that on here, but we all have a story, okay? And, sometimes we don't look at natural products, okay, until something hits us right between the eyes. And in 2000, my husband got diagnosed with 𝗟𝗂𝗿 esophagus, okay, which is cancer of the throat. Well, it just shook our world. We're like, oh my goodness, we were young, we had young kids. A good doctor friend of ours had just passed away from 𝗟𝗂𝗿 esophagus. Now he was older, but at the same time, when you're diagnosed with any, serious condition, it just rocks your world. So we sold out of our business in Oklahoma City. We went back to live close to my parents because we figured that we needed help with that. And, just the medical world, westernized medicine just, had all these options that just did not seem like it fit. I mean, Stan just kept hearing a different message. And, through our successful business of what we had met some people through that business that had some natural product line. And so we decided to give it a chance. They reached out to us and said, hey, I know that you're sick, and why don't you just try this? And so we decided to change things. Now, you can't just rely on a product. You have to change your lifestyle. And so we did. I mean, we quit eating late at night. We started eating healthy, gave up the cigarettes, which is the best thing we ever did in our life. But, we increased water. We did a lot of lifestyle, therapies and natural healing, because it was really, a point in our life that we were like, we could try this other way, or we could, make changes. And so that's what we did. And so that's when StaNatural was born, because the product worked. And we only had 3 products, this company did. And so we ended up buying the company. And then I went back to school, because once I knew the answer and once I knew the truth, okay, with natural versus alternative, I went all in. I mean, it became my passion. I went back to school, continued to formulate products. And I'm just looking at all the products because I got a few of them sitting here. And, it just became, very close to my heart and close to my family's heart. It was so important for me to not only be passionate about keeping my husband alive, but also for friends, family. I felt like, you said educator, and I felt like we needed to educate, because until that time, we knew nothing about nutrition. We knew nothing about, we had the food pyramid, you guys. That's what we were relying on, close to 30 years ago. We were relying on, the commercials of saying you need this prescription and you need that. It just was the way of the world back then. I am excited that people are learning more about the natural health industry, because I believe that one, I'm not saying that people get off prescriptions or, westernized medicine has not helped you. What I'm saying is there's a balance. You can but you need to, I think about your story, Debbie, and, we all have a story that gets us here, right? And I think about where you was, and that was 14 years ago. And and it wasn't just the products that helped you lose the 70 pounds. It was the mindset. It was change in your lifestyle. It was
I did change
doing things different. That like you doing that. I mean,
I did change my lifestyle, and but I was on a journey of releasing that weight with doing a keto plan, and but it's interesting. I did everything I was supposed to do, I was when I was considered, I don't like this label, the star loser, and I was taking, nutrition, vitamins from, regular vitamin shops and GNC. But what made the big difference, because I went on maintenance because I was so darn tired, and I still was taking those supplements at the time. I just changed them up to something different and new. And I think everybody is skeptical at the beginning. I certainly was. I was like, well, I have this product, I'm going to give it a try, right? But I couldn't believe how much better it was. Just like you probably couldn't believe how much better the StaNatural product line was, right?
Absolutely. It's, we were all looking at Walmart. We were all, chasing that commercial. Somebody said 𝗗𝗂𝗄𝗿. Okay. That was a hot ingredient back then. And, for joints, for arthritis, everybody runs to the store and they get 𝗗𝗂𝗄𝗿. And then they say, why isn't this product working for me? You guys, there's a difference from where Debbie started and where we started in the quality of the products. So our products do stand out. And so she was already taking vitamins, but then she got on some really good ones, good nutrition that was absorbed in the system, which is amazing. So
yeah, they have better cofactors to make it absorbable. So that's the whole point.
Absolutely.
So, and you have a very similar story. I mean, it's when you take something that really works, it helps us. So now you have used StaNatural products for nearly 3 decades. Woohoo! How have they impacted your own health and the health of your family? Now, you've already described something, but is there anything else that you want to describe?
Absolutely. So when Stan and we were trying these products, I was under a lot of stress, and that's usually what you do. You become the caregiver at that time. And, like I said, I was young, and I had always had some female problems, but it went to the extent that I was in the hospital having a complete hysterectomy at age 27. And so, so I was a hormonal mess. Well, the timing of us starting the StaNatural, okay, and me having a complete hysterectomy, all of a sudden now we get to work on a female product, okay? And so I was a hormonal mess, and the doctors just wanted me on prescriptions. Well, we were still, 27 years ago, we were still trying to figure out this natural industry, right? And we were bought in, but at the same time, we still had back here, hey, you need to be on an antidepressant because you cry all the time. Or, hey, you need to, take, do the patches. You need to be on estrogen. You need to do all these things. And so that's when the research and the fun time started. Okay. Because it impacted me. I was a young mother, and I wanted my kids to love me because I was a bear sometimes. I mean, I wanted to be a good mother, and so it did impact. And so, me, us putting that passion into this product line, it was a lot of the products was discovered because of conditions that our family, it was filling a need. Every time we came out with a product, we were filling a need. We wasn't just jumping on the bandwagon of this fat ingredient, that fat ingredient. We actually had people that we wanted to help. And I think that when you get genuine companies, that's really what they're wanting. They're really wanting to make a difference. And that's where we was, 27 years ago. Difference in our family's life, but also we knew we were onto something, and we wanted to make a difference for everyone. I mean, we didn't want it to, allow, these conditions to happen and not being able to help change people, and so it really became a big part of our story. And we really built on that line. And I loved it because I love natural ingredients and I love medicinal herbs. And, Debbie talked about nutrients. Well, she also is very educated on herbal supplements, okay, medicinal herbs. And that's sort of where our line, our friendship of Debbie and I sort of, came together, because I'm very passionate about this and she's very passionate about the nutrition. And so, so she gets to lean over as a health coach and use the StaNatural line as well because of the medicinal herbs.
Yeah, and they've kind of been so handy for different reasons. I personally, like to eat less, which is something that you utilize. But I use it for a different reason, not to eat less. I use it for a different reason. And also hope.
Absolutely.
Another product I really like. Because, you don't want to have dirty blood either. So those are the ones I really enjoy. Oh, and Stay Restore too, because I broke my foot. So those are the things I really enjoyed, and helped me with my journey of recovery for different, health issues I've had in the past. Now, what makes StaNatural line different from other nutritional and herbal products that you've encountered over the years?
Okay, so I get really excited and I get a little bit nerdy on it because we manufacture the products. And so I know exactly the grade of herbal that goes into it. I know where it comes from. I know the quality, which assures me, because our philosophy always was, we didn't want to sell a product and then 30 days later they go use something else. We wanted them to get results in that first 30 days, see some type of result in those 30 days. So then they would continue to buy the product. I mean, so you had to have, and in the industry, and you could go into the store, okay, and I'll just compare it to hamburger meat, okay? You can go and get hamburger meat where you don't know where it's coming from, okay? And then the quality of the hamburger is going to be inferior, okay? Or you can go get grade A, grass-fed beef, pasture raised, and then the taste of the hamburger is totally different, okay? Same thing goes in manufacturing. You have to have quality ingredients to get results. And so that was something that we always hung our hat on. And we never, even when the manufacturer said, hey, I can get this glucosamine at this price. Do you want to do that? No, we want that highest standard. So that was one thing that set us apart, is people were getting results, testimonies coming in, continually to get testimonies. I have, clients that's been on the products for, close to 30 years. I mean, and they're not taking it just to spend money. They're taking it because it works. Okay. Mm-hmm. That was one thing that set us apart. Was another thing that sets us apart is we don't use just a few ingredients. Debbie had mentioned cofactors. Okay. Cofactors are so important. That's the reason why me telling you about people seeing on the news, go get glucosamine. And then they go to Walmart and just buy glucosamine. You got to have glucosamine. You got to have chondroitin. You have to have it where it also has vitamin C. Vitamin C helps to absorb. You also have to have levels of calcium. There's so many different cofactors that goes into a product. So some of our products, you'll see 20 to 30 ingredients. And, we could have stopped at 5 if we were just going to hang our hat on that one ingredient. But no, we wanted results, and we wanted drastic results. We wanted people to feel it because, like I said, if you're not seeing a result, the odds are you're not going to continue to take it. Now, Debbie and I know that you need to give it at least 90 days for anything that you try. You need to give it a good full try, because the first, 30 days, you're getting used to it, and you're getting used to when you're taking it. You're getting used to changing your lifestyle, maybe eliminating gluten or, doing other things that reduces inflammation. It's that next 30 days that the magic really starts to happen. And then by 90, you completely almost feel like a new person. I mean, it can happen like that. And so we just did things different. Another thing in manufacturing, we went to extractions. Okay. So when you see an herb, like say burdock root, okay, we use an extraction process that actually uses the good part, what we want, the medicinal part of the burdock root, we actually extract it from the root. So then you're getting a pure product. I think it was Dateline or CBS, or I don't remember, but about 20 years ago, they pulled products off the shelf. Okay. And then they went and had them tested, and they said, oh, well, these vitamins only contain, 5% of, what they're claiming on the label. We never wanted that to happen with us. I mean, because we wanted whatever's on that label is in that product, and, and it gets third party tested. So we do so many different things. Okay. but we still keep it affordable. You can do that. I mean, and that's what I love about what Debbie and I do is we're saddled with a company that has really fantastic products, and people, are not wasting their money when they buy it.
Yeah, they are high quality ingredients, and getting it from an area where it's meant to be grown in the soils is so important, not only for the herbal industry, but also the essential oil industry, as well as knowing how to put those cofactors together. And you actually went through all this, you're a master herbalist as well. You went through all this education to really learn all this stuff to really be able to create a really potent product that helps. And you pointed out that it does take about 90 days because it takes a while for you to adjust to that new lifestyle of clean eating. And then it takes a while for you to, really see what's going on. I'm more in tune to my body when something happens, but people, when they have so many things going on, it's kind of like layer on top of layer on top of layer on top of layer. They're not so in tune to what's going on. So it's going to take a little while for you to go, wow, it is really making a difference. And having an open mind, there's always possibilities, will help you through that journey as well. So now you've talked about your herbal products and how they're different. Now with so many different products in the StaNatural line, which ones have become your personal favorites? I mentioned some of mine, must-haves, and why?
Okay. And you had mentioned something about clean blood, and our philosophy with our company was always, you keep your blood clean, you keep your colon clean, you can stay free of disease. Okay. So you have your blood supply, okay, which is life. I mean, you have to have clean blood. You have to have a good environment for your blood cells to live. And then you have to also have a good waste system. And that's where the colon cleanse comes in. Okay. Because you got to get those toxins out of your body. And so yes, it was a product called Eat Less, but it does do a dual purpose. So two of my favorite products for the blood, okay, let's just talk about the blood, is you have a super antioxidant called Stay Young, okay? And then you have a blood cleanser called Hope. These are two fantastic products, but they do something totally different. This one is acting like a Pac-Man because I call this like an environmental product, like when you go pump gas, or we do that in Oklahoma. You may not pump gas in California. I don't know. But any fumes, do you?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. I know Oregon, they don't let you pump gas. But when you're breathing in those fumes, you're taking in free radicals. Okay. What does free radicals do? They try to go to the blood cell and they try to destroy it. So a super antioxidant goes in and works like a Pac-Man to gobble up the free radicals that's going on in your bloodstream. That's where the Stay Young comes in. The Hope is a different game changer. It's actually a blood purifier. Okay. So it's going to clean the blood. There's several ingredients. It's also increasing oxygen in the blood, but it's a super powerful product. And it's got, like I said, like 30 ingredients that goes into this, and too many to mention. But these are two of my favorite products when it comes to the blood supply. Then you mentioned the Eat Less. Okay, this is a great product if you want to eat less. It's going to suppress your appetite. Take it 30 minutes before you eat. But it also works to really attach to the toxins in the body and get it eliminated through the colon. Okay, it just is. So if you have any bowel issues, constipation, chronic, diarrhea, this could be something that can help you solve that problem, because that is not normal digestion. Okay, and you got to make sure, because that will lead to chronic inflammation if you don't take care of your bowel situation. Then my product that I love is Stay Balanced because of the hormones. 27, you guys, that's a mess when you're going through menopause at age 27. And this, if I got on a plane, I would be shipping this product if I left it, because this is such an important product for me. It relies on natural testosterone to balance out your hormones. And so, those are just a few key of my products. We also have a cardiovascular product. We have an energy product. We have the Stay Restored, which is a great product for joints. It also helps with joint pain. And so while you're trying to repair the damage, it can help you with that joint pain. We have a great um, I consider it like an acne product, which is called Stay Clear. It really helps, but it's also good because it works like a natural antibiotic. So it's also good to have in your medicine chest, during flu season. It works really well. Stay Thin, a fat trapper. We also have Stay Vital, which is a mineral and vitamin supplement. And so a great line, and each product was designed with somebody in mind. Okay. This wasn't like we went out and to have this work, as a company. And so it was pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
Can I mention one more product, Debbie?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you have wonderful
Okay,
shakes.
so we also came out with protein powders. Okay, and this is a complete vegan chocolate shake that we just released this not too long ago, but it's plant-based. Okay, so for all the vegans out there, it's going to work for you, but for people that just want a plant-based protein, it's going to work for you as well. And so we also take very much pride in that because we get it to taste very good without having the artificial sweeteners and chemicals and things that you can get from that. And we rely on more than one protein. And so that's another line of products, which I know we don't have time to go into today, but we do have some protein products in our StaNatural line as well.
Yeah, you have a great shake called 𝗗𝗲𝗳𝗲𝗿, which has the 5 amino acid branch amino acids. That's great for anybody that wants to build their muscles and things like that. So that's another great product.
Yes.
Now, after nearly 30 years of your personal experience with these products, how has StaNatural influenced the work you do today and your passion to helping others to take more proactive approach to their lives and health?
Well, and that is what I wanted to end on today is because I've seen so many great testimonies that comes from these products. Okay. And so I've seen people that has made, a tremendous change. And so I continue to educate. I continue to, research, and we, then get to come out just like we came out with the chocolate, plant-based shake. There is always, opportunity there just to build on the line, but always make sure that we're getting incredible ingredients. Okay. Our hand is so far into the manufacturing of these products is because we definitely want the quality of these products never to be inferior. Okay. And so you'll always will get that insurance, but I love being I started as a master formulator. Okay. Because I knew I wanted to build on the line. We only had 3 products starting out, and Eat Less was one of those because that's what helped my husband. But we always wanted to build onto it. So I got so passionate. I went back to school. So I got my master formulator, my holistic health practitioners, my nutritional consultants, my bachelor's in natural medicine. And then in 2019, I became a naturopathic doctor. And so for me, I just really enjoy working with people just like you, Debbie. I mean, once you have this, you cannot, and I'll tell you what, it's not a big business. Okay. It's not like we're making gazillion dollars like most doctors in the medical field are doing. We like for you to work with your body, with your environment, with anything, because so many things come into being healthy, and one of the things is, yes, you got to have a great line of products, but you got to change your lifestyle. And sometimes, we all want that easy button to hit, and it's not always easy, but we get to be able to educate you on some things that you can eliminate, that maybe you didn't know that the parabens in your makeup was bad for you, or maybe you didn't know that doing breath work 3 times a day will help with cortisol levels. Cortisol is women especially are fighting it, tremendously. And, Debbie can educate you, and I can too, on everything. But at the same time, we got to make sure that spiritually in your mindset and being able to handle the stress, okay,
Yes. Yes.
will help you on your journey of health. And that's what I love to do. I know Debbie loves to do. I mean, I can't think of any other, business or anything that I would do different. I mean, the course of almost 30 years, it's been beautiful, and I just couldn't imagine doing anything different, and just getting to help people. I love that.
I love that too, because when I got healthy, it was like a light bulb moment, especially when I had that blood test results and the place I was releasing my weight. The nurse came up to me and said, "What the hell are you doing?" I'm like, I just changed my supplements. And then she said, "Continue what you're doing. Your cholesterol levels and your blood sugar dropped dramatically." It was like, I really need to share this information I've learned and learn more. And that's why I became a certified holistic health coach. And it's not as holistic with the WH, because it is the whole mind, body, lifestyle connection. Because everything in life, you have your family, you have your relationships, you have everything. I touch on little things all over the place to help people release their stress, because they may have a family issue going on, and they may have a business issue going on that creates stress in their lives. And stress is adding so much of what I call an extra layer of inflammation. I call inflammation noise, because if you have this, it's just going to slow down your body. Your body's not going to react as well. And I know that you approach this exact same way, don't you?
Absolutely. I mean, you can't, there's not just like that easy button that you can push. You can't just take the supplements and expect results. You need to have the right kind of supplements. I mean, there is a big difference, but, releasing that stress and releasing the emotional, maybe some trauma that you even are experiencing, trying to actually do an inventory of what's in the house, what's in your cabinet, what you're eating. We've always said you can't out supplement a bad diet. I mean, you got to provide a good environment. Well, you're providing good environment for, okay, say you do change your diet, you're providing a good environment for your cells to live, but what happens up here?
Exactly.
If you're still under stress, then, your body, it's just not going to work for you. I mean, and so I love that we do the whole body and, the holistically. I mean, that is, I love what we do.
Yeah, because those emotions, they do feel you stress. I mean, if you look at a certain organ, it's in Chinese medicine, traditional Chinese medicine, it's connected to an emotion, and it's just giving you ideas that maybe I need to control that emotion, so to speak, and and when you have a lot of emotion, it feels your stress, and the stress just goes up higher, and like you said, it creates high cortisol, which makes it harder for people to, release their weight and everything
Well,
else.
and I will say this, Debbie.
Go ahead.
I will say this too. You have a tool that it is so amazing whenever it comes to even revealing people's emotional stress. Okay, you guys, she has a wellness link that is absolutely incredible. It takes you 30 seconds on your phone, but it measures your mental stress. I had a client this morning, and that's what we went over, because he's doing everything right, but his mental stress just keeps trending up. And so in the scan that we use actually will reveal that information. And so so definitely check into that with Debbie, because we have the different emotions. It is a hard category that's in your lifestyle, but fear, anger, hate, a lot of these can actually cause some of the symptoms of illness that you have. And so we go through those emotions so that we can make sure that you're aware that this could be something that's holding you back on your health journey. And so so I just wanted to say she's got a great wellness app that you can use that actually will help you in that category as well.
Yeah, and we are taking that holistic approach, the big, opening a whole bunch of array, not just a flashlight, but like a whole light, whole room of lights. Like this room is completely illuminated, so that you can really see what's going on with your body. And then I know it may be at times a lot of information, but it doesn't mean you need to, take all that information in. It just means that we need to concentrate on certain areas to get you started in those areas and get you moving forward, and everything will fall into place eventually.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we do work as a team. You know, I'm a certified holistic health coach, and I work with my naturopaths, and Dr. Laura is one of them. And it's a really great approach when you feel like you're not getting forward with what you're doing with somewhere else. So, you know, check us out and see what kind of, you know, service that we can do. And, you know, right now, I would love you to share your offer for my audience today.
Absolutely. And I, you know, like Debbie and I just have a really good relationship. And so, you know, even if you use some of my services, you know, we're going to stay connected with your holistic health coach. And so I give 25% off to all my services on my website, which is, my website is down at the bottom of that. It's Laura Dennison, ND, as in Naturopathic Doctor.com. So Laura Dennison, N as in Nancy, D.com. And so you just go on there, and when you go to check out, you can just put Debbie Changes Lives all together at the checkout, and you get 25% off. And so, which is one of the exclusive offers that I get to offer her.
Yeah, and I love that. And, you know, there's a QR code that you can scan it so you don't have to type things in. But if you do type things in, you make sure you spell her last name correctly. That's DENNISON. ND, as you already said that.com. And my name, a lot of people don't spell it right, DEBI, and then Changes Lives. It's the code all in lowercase. I don't know if the capitalization means anything, but you might as well just do it in lowercase. It doesn't. Okay, great. So, Dr. Laura, I love this offer because everybody wants to save money. And as you said, we work as a team. And so you're getting two people helping you. Think of it that way. Holding your hand, guiding you through your journey of revitalizing your health. And I love that you're here today and being my guest again. And I would love you to stick around for closing remarks as well.
Absolutely.
We have more time. Okay, thank you. Now remember, I do revitalize people's lives in many different areas of health and mindset. I start out with the gut as well as mindset, but I also help you with your hormones, blood sugar, brain and heart, bone and joint, as well as immunity. I help people that are anxious up to athletes because I am guiding you to the clean, toxic-free foods that we're talking about and the new lifestyle and high quality, natural quality supplements that help reduce your symptoms. You'll feel better, possibly release additional weight. Like in my story, I was on maintenance at 50 pounds because I was so tired with what the supplements I was taking, what wasn't working for me. I changed it to something else, and I released an additional 20 pounds and became the half marathoner. But that is my story. Let's find your story, and by utilizing my services. Now, with my mindset enhancement, I help you release your stress as well as emotions and emotional entanglements. I'm there as you're reshaping your core beliefs. Core beliefs are really important for you to move forward in life in any area of your life, health, and mindset. And I'm there by you as a sounding board, as a guide. Your mindset will be enhanced. With my health optimization and weight release, your body's more efficient. So that's the mind-body connection that makes your heart and soul sing. Ask me about my program, set up a complimentary consultation at Debi Changes Lives. That's, again, DEBICHANGES LIV as in victory ES.com /linktree LINKTREE, and use that QR code. And then when you do that, you get to know me, I get to know you, and I'll guide you to your optimal health. And it starts with 1 or 2 health assessments. Now, the health evaluation is actually complimentary, and you'll be rating your symptoms in 4 categories of health based on the last 30 days. Some questions are in multiple categories. Answer them all. And you'll get a baseline score. Now, don't fret, because I will review this with you. I'll help you create that custom natural holistic strategy in the areas of mind, body, and soul that will improve your health and life. And we will be monitoring this on a monthly basis, and we're going to start in an area that you want to start in. Now, I do have 2 different body scans, and one is actually the 𝗍𝗂 link. I love using it because I can do it remotely and internationally. The 𝗍𝗂 link is a transdermal optical imaging app that I send to you through your phone, and you scan your face for 30 seconds. It's only going into your skin, looking at blood flow for components of energetic, emotional, as well as functional in different body systems and lifestyles. And like I said before, that emotional component is such a hidden gem because it does marry, an emotion like anger to an organ like liver. And this is the scan that Dr. Lori was talking about. I do review it with you because it's quite intensive, and it costs $75. But if you move forward with a product or program, I give you a $25 credit. If you want more information on this app, you can go to this QR code or go to the site, which is at https://Debi, DEBI.debichangehis.com/𝗍𝗂, and it's spelled VISERA, golden voucher. It'll give you information, and it'll give you an opportunity to buy this voucher to utilize to get that scan. Of course, you're welcome to ask me questions at my consultation site too, because you'll get more information that way, and you get to know who I am. You need to know the person that you're going to be working with. And also on my site are my programs. Take Your Body Back, and these are just a few. Take Your Body Back is a 12-week weight release mindset coaching program where you're going to be utilizing a new version for new version of yourself to drive you to success. And I forgot to take off a graphic. Anyways, and what the first session is actually private to you because I'm a certified HIPAA health practitioner as well, and any evaluation is private to the individual. I also give you 3 programs to choose from, and one's a natural approach to the GLP-1 with no injections. That's completely different than the medical model. Once you choose the program, I give you directions on one of them, and I also give you instructions how to create a new version of you that it's going to drive you with emotion and passion to achieve your health and weight transformational goals throughout your journey. And I know this talks about a promotion that ended in July, but there's always other promotions that you look out for if you want to. If you want more information about this program, you go to that QR code or ask me at my consultation site. But the coaching itself, whether it's group or private, is the same. We'll be celebrating your wins. I'll be guiding over those gaps with health and mindset tips, and I'll show you how to use your boards as well, and of course, answer your questions. So this program has changed quite a bit, so it's really important to ask me questions about this program on my consultation site. Now, if you do it yourself for why fast is for you. It's an intermittent fasting program that gets your cells and body humming and turn boosts your metabolism with rich, dense nutrition and high-quality essential nutrients, as well as a program of exercises and recipes. You're welcome to ask me questions at my consultation site. And if you feel like you need some coaching for this, there's a 2 or 4 week program that you can pay for. After that, if you feel like you still need coaching, it's up to you if you want to pay for more. With my mindset enhancement and health optimization, I do have journeys there that it's more economical for you to do it because of the longer term journey. But I can also create a custom program for you if you do one of the smaller programs or 2 or 4 week program where you can save some time and money. And I'm still offering Debi's coaching chats, which is a 30-minute coaching session in an intimate group setting where it's not recorded. A survey picks a topic, and as a studio audience, you can actually see the topics. As a radio audience, you need to email me for the topics from my link tree. And these are meetings on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, and you go to www.debichangehis.com/chats and learn more about how my coaching is. Finally, learn more about alternative health services, products, programs, offers, articles, blogs, upcoming shows, promos, and events by subscribing to my newsletter, which is at Debi Changes Lives. Again, that's DEBICHANGESLIVES, views and victory ES.com /radio TV show, all in lowercase, or use that QR code. And I give you a gift, a 30-day health and mindset daily action journal, where you can record your gratitudes, thoughts, feelings, and emotions, as well as the foods that you eat, water you intake, supplements you've taken, and also track your measurements. Then you want to review it on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, see your wins and celebrate them, find your gaps to work on. And if you need help bridging that gap, you contact me for coaching. This journal is a great health and mindset awareness tool. I am certain that you found this show educational, eye-opening, and enjoyed it. And you learned a little bit about Dr. Laura and her background and why she became not only a master formulator, a herbalist, but also a naturopathic doctor. You know a little bit about me and why I became a holistic, certified holistic health coach. So reach out to me, Debbie, for my services, products, programs, and offers, and reach out to Dr. Laura for her wonderful discount of 25% off at www.𝗟R𝘂𝗿𝗄.com and enter at the checkout Debi Changes Lives, which is DEBICHANGESLIV as in Victory ES, as the code so you can get 25% off her services. Do we have time for Dr. Laura to come back? Now we have plenty of time. So is there anything else you want to share?
Well, I just want to say that, if you're joining the show today and you've just been stuck and you have felt like you didn't know which way to turn, and, all the doctor's appointments and all of the, things that's happening with your life, don't get frustrated. Okay. You're here for a reason, and, get with Debbie, look at my website, join our Facebook. Because we do try to give information that really is going to, just even changing some things that's in your pantry. Can really help how you heat your food, how you, do certain things can actually, help improve your symptoms of illness. And so, with us, we love to work with you hand to hand. As long as you don't get sick of us, you get to continue to be with us. Okay. And so we want you to get healthy, and we want to be on this journey with you. And so that's, something that we both offer. And it's because we really, truly believe that we can. So don't get frustrated. Don't give up. Reach out to us.
Yeah. The frustration moment, I've been there, and I know how that is. And so, Dr. Laura's been there with her and her family as well. And there are other ways to do things, but it doesn't mean that you're not taking everyone's advice into play. And, the simple thing of changing the way you eat, the simple thing of changing the way you cook, the simple things of changing the way you are active and move your body is so important for you. You can't even believe it, because we can't become such a sedentary society, especially after the pandemic. Get out there and move, because when you get your blood circulating, it's circulating your lymph, it's circulating your blood, it's circulating your hormones, it's circulating a whole bunch of things. It'll make you a healthier, happier individual. And that's why I have something called the Happy Runner Challenge, because I became a happy individual. But my whole point is, there's other ways of helping you get over that hump, and we're here to help you. So reach out to us. And thank you, Laura, for being on my show today. We are a team, and continue to enjoy my radio and TV show, Debi Changes Lives, on Thursdays at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, where your holistic journey begins.